Hi everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you, Ronald, for coming from Poland to see us, to give us your time now for our team, BC team. I would like to ask you a couple of questions which you actually covered yesterday, but people who couldn't come for any reason yesterday would like to see and listen to the same things what you said yesterday. So, guys, if you can start.
Yeah, so he explains you everything, so maybe let's start. So first the question, where are you from? From which country?
I'm from Malaysia, but I left Malaysia when I was 23, 4 to Hong Kong.
Okay.
Then I was doing phones, making phones in China until about.
But in this moment you're living in Malaysia?
No, I live in Singapore, but
where do you sleep? Maybe it will be a better question.
my family is in Singapore.
Yeah.
My kids study in Singapore. So me personally, I stay in KL because there are a lot of things that is not done yet in Malaysia. So I'm staying in Malaysia at the moment.
So you came specially here to meet the community from the Poland, from the cloud token, yeah? Okay, so maybe tell me about the SIM cards, because yesterday on the speech you told us about the project to create the SIM cards. Tell me the details about this.
Okay, so basically we have studied and learned that over time, most of the most expensive things is actually you have to pay recurringly for services like phone calls and data and things like that. So one of the things that we wanted to do is to ease the troubles of paying this as a burden. Now, I always like to make things simple for people. For example, like if Cloud Token can help you save money by actually paying for your, let's say, transportation bill, or maybe pay for your house rent, or maybe pay for your phone bills. Okay, this is good for me. I want to do something like that. And one of the things that I can control is actually to give you guys a SIM card, and using the same system itself, you can pay for itself.
But it's possible to make the fees less than typical customers?
We will try to. Of course, this is only the beginning, the first start. That is why we are not launching in a very big way yet. We are launching only within the Cloud Token ecosystem, to see what we need to change and how we can make it even better. Yeah.
But you want to help the people, that's why you imagine the SIM cards,
to help, and also as a test, because in order for me to find, let's say, 1 million people to actually try this, it's very difficult. But now we have already 1 million people in this project itself, and you're making money, so let's give you all the SIM card and then you try this. And this will become our basis for any business to have 1 million customers.
And the next question, because many of people in Poland are wondering what's the difference between the blockchain 1, 2, 3 and 4, but try to explain short. I know that you have massive knowledge about this subject, but try to make it as simple as you can.
1, 2, 3 don't run fully on the phone, but 4 runs solely on your phone.
But how it's working, the devices, the phone is helping somehow to transfer the cryptocurrency?
It takes the battery or the systems, how it's...
Okay, what happens is the phone itself will do 3 things. It will help store when it's necessary. It will help to broadcast if it's necessary. And it will help to do consensus, if necessary. So this is what it does, these 3 things, And for you to actually to write something or to do a transaction, you need to help the network.
The mobile phone is working like a mining machine?
No. See, mining machines, what they do is they actually have to run an algorithm, to calculate a certain number, which really is only to slow down the whole entire process. We don't need that. What we need is to make sure, whether this person has enough money. So it is to actually do that, verify. So now we need to have an intent. When somebody, let's say for example, I'm trying to buy something from you. What you're worried about is whether I have enough asset, right? So before I actually even want to send this thing to you, okay, the phone the phone itself, okay, will have this intent. This intent is then broadcast to everybody around me. And all of those that has my data will send to you. And you will then say, oh, this is the consensus. Everybody says that you have this much. So at least you must have this much money, right?
Okay.
Then you say, yes, I want to do a deal with you. And then you broadcast that intent out to everybody else. Okay? And then our transaction just goes through. So, yeah.
Okay, so the next question is to tell me the Jarvis. It's some kind of application, device. How it's
No.
working? Because you know why? Because in Poland, somebody who are haters, yeah, and they telling that the Jarvis, it's really you, and you are sitting on the chair and making trades day by day and drinking one coffee over the one, you know?
Half true.
Because
Okay, what Jarvis does is this. Okay, there's two parts of Jarvis. Jarvis is just a very simple trading robot, and it only does a few things. For example, put an order for buy, put an order for sell.
yes,
That's all it's doing. Okay, but it has this thing called a script, right? It will try to follow the script as much as possible, saying that okay, if the market is how, then what it should do. If the market is like this, then what you should do.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have another portion which is called
you have
the
to
room.
imagine what will happen in the future
No, it doesn't. It's right at the moment.
at this moment.
Yeah.
The
It doesn't.
differences between the prices and check how it's Bitcoin to Ethereum.
We don't care about the price. We only care about the quantity.
The
Yeah.
difference.
So basically, the room itself will tell Jarvis, okay, this is how much you have. This is what you need to trade with, and this is what you need to achieve. Okay, and Jarvis itself will, based on these parameters, and do the trade. Okay.
And you,
Yes, but I'm asking about.
So.
Okay, you
Yeah.
can continue.
So sometimes it doesn't really work that way, right? So that's why we have people to actually monitor the market. The market, but the market itself, it has certain patterns. Okay, whether it's a normal pattern or whether it's a reversal pattern or whether it's a what we call sideways or whatever. So there's many different type of, we call it templates.
trends.
So we have to load a template for each of these different timing.
all right, I understand. And during the Jarvis question, the people want to know if the Jarvis is able to cover all of the CTOs income payouts.
Oh, of course.
It's enough.
How many percentage monthly Jarvis making?
Generate.
Okay, a very good question and a valid one as well. Okay, now you would ask that question is because you want to know whether we can make enough money.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Very simple.
You know, because we
very,
have
very simple. Okay, what am I giving you back?
CTO and
CTO.
it's for free, yeah.
I'm not giving you Ethereum.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you Bitcoin, unless you
And
realize
if you
it.
don't generate enough, just curve is falling down, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And everything,
Yes.
yeah.
So
okay,
that's-
but it's possible to Jarvis generate the strata,
Loss?
the loss.
Less likely, because we don't have this thing called stop loss in our yeah.
And can you say in few simple words what's the difference between the cloud token and other similar wallets? Because we know there is a few different wallets similar to cloud token. And what's the difference and why cloud is better?
Well, you really answer yourself that. Number one is we are not an ICO. Well,
Yes.
other projects you can actually buy the tokens, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you actually go to an exchange and you can sell and do whatever. But you can never do that here. You can only earn from it. You can
But
only earn.
in the minus token, you know what I'm talking? Minus token.
Yeah, but very simple. Minus token, very simple. Right? You put in $100. How much is actually in the pool?
100.
Yes.
It's not for the miners. It's not because you have to buy the mining machine. So that is already gone.
Yes.
Let's say, for example, you put 100, they take 60, so you only have 40 to play with, right? For ours, it's all 100% goes in.
Yes, but if somebody wants to remove the deposit, nothing happens in this company, in your company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are telling me you're CTO, owner, employee. Who
Yeah,
are
we
you?
are all as one.
And what rank do you have?
A C2,
C2.
C2.
Oh, C2.
soon to be C3.
And but you getting the payout from the company, or you have just account, or just a rank, and you getting the money from the commission from.
I really have a structure.
Oh, awesome. And
But you don't have unique payout from the company.
No, it's exactly the same with you.
wow.
So we are in better position because we don't need to work inside. Just
So
refer, yeah?
people never will be able to buy CTO on exchanges. Never.
Never go out.
No.
Okay.
If you want to buy from the members, probably yes, but
Okay. And can you tell me, because that should to be soon, the ledger will make an audit to check the.
no. What happens is this, okay? Because we need to have a third-party audit, and we are given a few choices, okay? Either to use PwC or use the rest of them, right? But the problem with all those is none of them are actually doing crypto. The only one that actually does audit and really is in crypto is actually Ledger. So that's why we want to work with Ledger, but we haven't engaged Ledger
How
in any way
often
yet.
Ledger is gonna do that for you?
Oh, it depends on when we actually talk to them.
And
We are not sure what is the service they can provide for us.
is that every single time we're gonna see what Ledger is gonna do, or
It will be shown to the people.
Yeah, it's up to Ledgers. Yeah, nothing to do.
all right?
When you release the cards, prepaid cards I'm talking about?
October 5th, when you come to the event.
We will.
Okay, but if I have, for example, rank C1, and then I will go to the event, I will also receive this card or not?
We are working on it.
Okay.
But only me, okay?
We are working on it.
And can you tell me about the KYC? It will be all accounts has to do KYC.
Only for if you need a card.
And the rest is clear.
It's everything the same.
Never will be done.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do anything that has a local or foreign currency, okay, it needs to be KYC.
I got a really important question. If you have a SIM card and you connect with your account, would you be able to go to other phone and then go to on your account without SIM? If you know what I mean, like
Yeah, you can.
Yeah?
You can.
So-
But the thing is, if you use our SIM card on your phone and if you set the account to bind to the SIM, no other phones can use your account.
Okay.
right.
It's tied to the SIM
So you can log in only on that phone.
with that SIM.
No, with
With
the
the
SIM,
SIM.
not on this phone. You can swipe the
Right.
phone and use the same SIM. So how many users are inside Cloud Token in this moment?
Users we don't know, but accounts 850,000. Also
50,000?
850,000.
And Hydra. Okay. Tell me about the limits, because I heard that probably the market is too deep to make us.
Well, don't worry about it. The limit is still far off from its intended target.
How much directly?
When we had an actuary to calculate the limit, the time Bitcoin was $13,000 US dollars. Now it's
Now
only
it rise.
9,560, right? So you're still a long way. You have about 40%.
How much in the month you think?
I don't
Theoretically.
know. Maybe end of the year.
We will see
Yeah.
what's happened with the Bitcoin.
Very
Yes. It depends on the market.
What
Okay.
do you think about the price of the Bitcoin till end of the year?
It depends on how much the others will still dump, right? So you're looking at the market now. They are crazy. They are selling Bitcoin at market price and dumping it down. The last round was 21,000 Bitcoins. The previous round was 27,000 Bitcoins.
Lots of-
And on average, they were dumping at about 17,000.
Why they are dumping? Somebody wants to buy later on the cheapest price or what?
No, basically it just means that this guy, either they don't like Bitcoin, okay, or they don't know how to trade.
And
that's why
do you
they're selling,
think
yeah?
next month ETF will be launched? Will be access to the ETF?
No, I mean there are many type of new chains launched. Okay, we will only stick with what we have, and our goal is to really push out products that can actually generate more CTOs for the members, for the partners. Okay, and the next thing is to actually build the ecosystem whereby the partners can then sign up the merchants to actually join the ecosystem.
Yes.
Then remember our cloud SIM that we're going to actually hit everyone else. So those are the customers or the users, right? So the users can actually use the ecosystem as well. So we're trying to build this to become the largest wallet in the world.
So you want to make other kind of branch, and services to earn more money and bring more income inside the pool,
Yes.
to raise the price of the CTO. What we have in this moment, Jarvis, will have a C-trip in the future,
Jarvis is what we call wealth generation, okay? And then Rope is a wealth generation. Friday is a wealth generation. Then we need to have this thing called ecosystem, which is the merchant program, which is also a wealth generation. But when the merchant comes on board, they are actually serving as a payment point. So the payment point can be used two ways. For example, they can be used like an ATM machine. Now, you have CTOs, you walk over to a merchant who accepts CTOs,
And
you
he'll
can give them
me
the
a fiat.
CTO, you give you fiat, all right? And what do they do with the CTO? Very simple, they have two choices. If somebody, let's say,
Hold.
let's say if somebody wants to really buy CTOs from them, they can just go there and buy the CTOs from them and they give them cash. But we do not really encourage this. So the next thing is the CTO goes to us, we actually collect it back and then we shoot them with a fiat into the bank account. Because we believe that most of the time, if you're running a retail outlet, it's very dangerous because you're holding a lot of cash. And this cash itself, you have a cost. We roughly calculated the cost to handle fiat or local currency is about 4%. Because you have to have somebody to hold the money, count the money, and then walk to the bank and then bank in. Right? This is very long process and tedious. And it's also very dangerous, right?
Yes.
You see people get robbed, things like that. So we are trying to make the whole process to be much more simpler, and I think retail outlets would love to do it.
Okay, tell me more about the lottery, because I know that you will receive less some other kind of service. Yeah, how is working?
So
how
now
you can earn money there?
Yeah, you remember that Jarvis actually is a 500 limit, right?
Yes.
But a lot of people cannot afford 500.
Yes.
But there's some people who say that I want to put in 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, and things like that. So we actually created
And making
Friday.
the structure, yeah, because you
Yeah.
can invest inside the Jarvis less, but you will not receive the money from the structures, yeah?
Yeah, so basically for Friday itself is for the big whales,
Yes.
okay, that don't care about structure. They just want to do a trading, right? And they want to use
invest
a
money.
robot. So that's Friday. And then you have people who cannot afford 500, right?
Yes.
So those are for Rogue. Now, Rogue itself is not for trading. What we're doing is we're doing compound. We're doing a lending, okay? So it's a crypto lending that actually puts into this pool, okay? And people or exchanges can actually borrow from this pool, or other users in this pool itself can borrow from this pool.
Okay.
The interest rate that we are getting is about 11% to about 17-19%. It's about around there. And if you look
Per
at it,
1 year.
1 year APR.
Okay.
So if it's APR, okay, it's not a lot actually. It's 19%. It's not a lot, but sometimes it's more than the bank, right? Now, if the APR itself, now we make it to become MPR, which is monthly payout, okay, a rate, it's going to be like 1.3%, 1.4%. Now, if there's 1 million people giving you, let's say, $10, right? That's 10 million bucks. And if it's MPR 1.4, you get 140,000. If
Are you
it's
gonna choose the person who's gonna win? And how often?
the system itself will
Lottery?
randomly
Randomly,
select, this is lottery, okay? And what we need to do now is to actually determine how many people win. 1%,
And how
10%,
to share
100%, and what? So this will open up next time before we launch Rogue to the public to let us know what is the best way to do this. You guys decide on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And can you tell me if it's possible that the CTO price could go down to zero, and what's happened then?
No, you never go down to zero. You just go back to 30 cents because we have a base of
Okay, very good. Is
I mean, if everybody takes out everything and then all the CTOs is collected back into the pool, yeah, it's 30 cents.
how you think that the price of the CTO will grow in the future?
Entirely
or-
depending on the market and the members or the partners itself. If you guys keep changing, then you'll always stay this price because you're already taking out your future
Yes.
profits.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay,
sense, yeah.
how many employees are you?
In
how many
total?
workers you have in total in your company in this moment?
We used to only have 6.
6 person.
We used to.
Used to. Okay.
Now we are 40.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard that you will rent some other kind of office, yeah, and you will put inside
we
the
don't-
live stream.
Yeah, we didn't rent. We bought over the office.
You bought?
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, you don't. If you are a long-term business, you don't actually rent. You actually buy. So
Sure,
we
you
actually
have money.
I
don't know.
Yeah, I am self-sufficient when I'm 21. So yeah, it's okay for me. And we bought over the offices. Okay. And because the Malaysian property market is really down now. It's down 30%. So whatever we buy now is at a discount of 30%.
Sure,
right?
very good.
Awesome.
So we bought it, and then it's for long-term investment anyway. And we're going to house all our engineers there. We're going to have a room called a trading room. The trading room itself is going to have a huge video wall where we can show all the robots trading, and there's somebody monitoring there, the NOC, SOC, they're all there.
And tell me, this is not dangerous to record everything what's happening in the office?
No, actually, it must be, because the thing is, you guys are there, see. And of course, if you have a cloud token access, then you can access it.
Okay, tell me about the transparent of the company, because the main difference, the best difference between the cloud token and other kind of the business is transparent. Tell me what is transparent here. What you can check here.
Well, what you can check here, you can check anything you want to check.
For example, the working of the bots. Also, you can check where the money is going from your account to some exchange, and exchange may make
you can already do it now. I think yesterday Greg showed you.
We can put that on the end of the video from yesterday.
Can
you tell me about the security of the cloud token, how it's secured?
Okay, so when you look at security, right, there's two parts of it actually. Actually, there's three parts. Let's talk about it in a more general case. There's only two parts of it. So the first part of it is actually network security. We are not network security experts, okay? So we actually
hire somebody.
We use Cloudflare as our firewall, right? But for application security, we have to handle it ourselves. So that's why we added in the Google Authentication, the NFC cards, and also the rest of the stuff.
In the future, you will create some kind of exchange inside the application? I'm talking about swiping, I don't know.
We are not going to have an exchange, but we're going to have an OTC.
Can you tell me which new crypto will be added to the cloud token, and maybe there will be new languages in application as well?
Languages itself, you can actually talk to the CS and say that, okay, you want what type of language, and then they will note it down for us, and we will actually work on it. So that's the cool thing. Just go to the CS and then just tell the CS. Okay. Then for the new crypto markets, we are looking at EOS, XRP, and DAI.
Okay, tell me why sometimes the application is stacking, or for example, we want to swipe the CTO on Ethereum and it's like quiet or something, you know?
Well, that's the Ethereum problem. Ethereum is slow for a start, right? And it's being jammed now. So hopefully by Monday or so we can get it, or Monday or Tuesday we can get this resolved. So the way of resolving it is relatively very simple, right?
Okay.
Because now, if you know a bit about how Ethereum works, right? So let's say I have an Ethereum node, Garth, running Garth. And Garth itself, you have a limit of how much of mempool that you can store untransacted transactions, right? That's a limit. If you hit the limit, your wallet gets locked. Right? We already hit a limit for 6 of these wallets on 6 different nodes.
So you have to add more wallets, yeah?
But we cannot keep adding. Because it's like crazy, right?
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to actually switch all this to a pool.
Okay.
And the pool will actually...
And also you can swipe the CTO or something else, Bitcoin or something. And
CTO is very fast, just that the Ethereum side, we have to wait for... when I sign in, I need to wait for a transaction number.
Yeah, sure.
The transaction ID don't come back because it's still in the memory pool.
And because we know that you said before that we can convert now only to Ethereum, it will be for the Bitcoin as well?
No, but what we'll do, because it's very difficult to handle other crypto markets, but what we're going to do is we can let you do an atomic swap.
So because in the atomic swap right now we can only
convert
to only one.
So now we actually let you swap both ways.
Okay, super. And
yes, I have the last question. You want to say something?
No.
Also, okay. The main question and the last question it will be why we should choose the cloud token.
Actually, don't really ask why you should choose cloud token. You should ask yourself why you want to choose us. Okay.
But you can tell this, that you don't have a product in Jarvis, for example.
No, for us it's very
You
simple.
can remove
right?
the money whenever you want to.
No,
Yeah.
for us it's very simple. Okay, we have a goal. We
Yeah.
have we are a business. Okay,
Yeah.
we have a goal. Our goal is to be the de facto wallet for the banked and the unbanked. Okay, and a lot of companies or a lot of projects, they either attack one side. If you look at the classic Master, Visa, Eurocard, Amex, and all these guys, right? They started in the 60s, I think 50s, 60s, and they took like 60 years to actually cover everyone. But those are those people with bank, okay? Now then you have this PayPal. PayPal lets anyone that has a credit card or account, okay, to be able to do this, but also banked only. They took 12 years to really cover everyone. Everybody knows PayPal, right? They are a 125 billion market cap company, right?
Nice.
Huge, right? We started really only 2.5 months, nearly 3 months. We are coming to 1 million user, okay?
Very nice.
And if we were to push out the SIM cards, we're capturing all the members everywhere. By March next year, we'll have 10 million customers. We will have about maybe 1.5 million partners, okay? And the partners itself will actually find merchants, right? So let's say, for example, 1.5 million, we find about 20 million merchants or so.
Yeah.
And this will grow into something huge. So in 3 years' time, our goal is to become a 100 million user base, okay, in 180 countries with 20 million merchants. That is
You
the
know what
biggest
I
one.
like? That you are visionary.
No, actually, visionary is one thing, but you need to actually
Do it.
do it.
Yeah, and you're doing this because the lots of business are just talking, yeah?
Deliver,
And
you deliver
don't
what you
deliver
said.
this.
So that's why you already ask yourself why we are different. We
Yeah.
deliver.
Yeah.
We deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah, and this is the most important.
About the merchant, there will be any affiliate program
It
for
is
that?
an affiliate program.
Awesome.
It
Yes.
will be awesome.
Okay, I know that every kind of the business is risky, but if you compare the cloud token to other businesses, you think cloud token is safe?
Well, every business is risky. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the whole point. You know, if you look at venture caps, right, VCs, right, they last time what they do is they actually take risks on companies. Then suddenly now they don't take risks on companies anymore. They only invest in companies that are already established. But they keep throwing money at these companies. You look at Grab, right? Grab burns 300 million a year
Awesome.
just on marketing to do what? Capture market share.
Yeah.
The world is big. They can spend up to maybe, let's say they calculate the whole entire world is 21 billion. That's what they can earn. They don't care. They will spend up to 10 billion to actually capture. But there is a smarter way to do this. Affiliate marketing.
Yeah, to
That
make
it
it
will
bigger.
work for you.
And remember that you are still a user. And you are not scared of the cloud token.
So that's
Okay.
that's the cool thing. That's why I don't understand why they are not doing this way. MLM is not a bad word. You're not gangsters. Okay?
Yeah, somebody thought that like
People
that, yeah?
think that, yeah.
You're not a gangster. You are a legit business. Okay, just that because of perception, everybody's afraid of it.
Yes, exactly. Because it's they don't know this exactly, and that's why they think like
So
that.
we need to educate them and change the mindset, yeah?
And just a question about because we can get the private key on the Ethereum. It's will be maybe possible that you can get the private key when we have the Ethereum in the Jarvis.
Yeah. Oh, not in Jarvis though, because that's in exchange.
I know, but it's
I don't even have it.
Yeah. Ah.
Binance don't give it to me, so I don't even have it.
All right, that was the question. So that's
Yeah.
that's us. Okay, I think that's the most of question. We will cover this with the information from yesterday as
Right.
well, and I think that's
That's all.
On different pairs. The first one we have is
Jarvis działa tutaj na różnych ścieżkach. Pierwsza jest
ETH against BTC.
Ethereum kontra Bitcoin.
Yeah. And the second one is actually XRP BTC, and the third one is LTC BTC. We have 200 of this running at the same time.
I
But now I
wszystkie
show
działają.
you three. I show you three first. And you can see on the side there, you can see that there's a ETH BTC bot. You look at the command there, placing a buy, So that is the buy signal.
ETH to jest Ethereum i BTC to jest Bitcoin. No i widzimy wymianę pomiędzy tymi walutami. Every line is a new transaction or what?
Yeah. Every line is a command or transaction that is going through which the system is calculating whether it should do a trade or not. Okay, so
Więc każdy wers, każda linia, która się pojawia, to jest instrukcja, że masz handlować lub nie, w zależności od parametrów przyjętych.
see that see it's placing another one.
Widzicie? Tutaj złożył
It's trying to buy like
chęć
it's
kupna.
trying to buy something. Yeah, you focus on here, you see that
O, skupcie się tu po lewej stronie, tu gdzie jest kursor.
right? So the bot itself is doing all its calculation and trying to do sales. Just either buy or sell.
Tak, tu gdzie ten kursor się kręci po lewej na dole, ostatnia linijka na dole, tam mamy poczuć
So you see, it's doing the placement.
automatyzowane zamówienia i składa zamówienia na Binance na przykład.
But okay, yeah.
Słuchajcie, to jest mega ważne. Could you back to the screen before? Okej, dobra, to tak jak mamy, słuchajcie, to jest to, co ja wam tłumaczyłem wcześniej, że Ronald ci pokaże, to ja miałem nagrane tutaj na filmie. Tłumacząc to jeszcze raz, po prawej stronie są 3 pary, które Jarvis analizuje, takich botów jest naraz 200 i on 200 różnych par analizuje. Tak naprawdę podejmuje decyzję, czy zrobić transakcję, czy nie zrobić. I teraz jak sobie zobaczycie na ten, tu jest konto na Binance, tak? Na żywo jest zalogowane giełda Binance przez internet. Teraz nie ma żadnej transakcji. Widzicie, jest you have no open orders i tak naprawdę, teraz się pojawia transakcja. Że macie niezbity dowód, jak nagrywacie, to zajebiście nagrywajcie, że generalnie Jarvis chodzi, analizuje i zleca na Binance generalnie, żeby robić ordery. No, jeżeli to nie jest transparencja, to ja nie wiem, co jest transparencja. No, znowu się kolejna transakcja pojawia.